Well, welcome back to the channel, guys, and here we are. It's a beautiful Sunday morning, and I told you in the last video about another camper van, a new camper van for us. Anyway, this is the one we bought. It's a Peugeot Boxer, pretty much like a Fiat Ducato, Citroen Relay. It's the same sort of thing. This one's been completely kitted out inside. It's based on an Alt Cruise inside, and we'll give you a tour in a separate video. But you will see bits now because the first job we got to do is it's still registered as a panel van. Why? I don't know. Now, I asked on a forum about tips on getting it registered as a motor caravan. My, did I get some varied comments back. People saying, why bother? You know, it's not worth it, all the rest of it. Now, personally, when I'm driving, it means it's identified by ANPR as a camper van. Therefore, if I get a speeding ticket for 60 when I can do 70, I don't have to fight it. If I go to a car park and I park somewhere where a camper van can but a panel van can't, I don't have to argue about the parking ticket. And when I come to sell it, as a potential purchaser, if I was a bit sort of new to the game, I think I'd be more tempted to buy a camper van rather than a panel van. I don't know. What do you think? Let's have a discussion down below, what you think about it. Anyway, what this video is about is we're going to apply to make this a motor caravan. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take you through the steps we're going to do. Now, the first thing we had to do, and it's a very quick and cheap solution, is the outside has to have campervan graphics. We had nothing. So I've just quickly put on this mountain scene. Yeah, it's a campervan. You know, I don't personally see how a graphic makes it a campervan, but we'll find out. So here we are. This is a van. Now we're going to bring out the list that we've printed off from the Department of Transport, and we're going to go through the list, and then we'll do it. I've just got a list here. V's just trying to hand it to me.
It's called a V1006 form.
And this is a form. You can see it there. That's a V1006. And there's a checklist that you've got to go through. And we're going to do that with you today in the video. So we're going to start from the beginning. I'm squinting a bit, sunny, lovely. We're going to start from the beginning, documentation and photographs. Then you've got to go through all the various bits and pieces that you've got to have. So we'll go through it with you. And this video will conclude at the very other end when I get the envelope and open it up. And are we successful or not? Now, at this particular moment in time, I don't know. When I come to edit the video, I will know, but I won't tell you until the very end. I mean, you can be cheeky, like just skip right to the end now. You'll find out, won't you? But let's go through it together. It's quite a bone of contention with a lot of people, this subject, but we want to do it, and why not come along and see if we are successful or not? Is that sticker enough? Well, that's the question, isn't it? We're Mark and V.
And we're proving you don't have to be a full-timer to see the world.
Join us on our journey. Okay, well, we're sitting down having a cup of coffee, contemplating what we're going to do. I'm looking at the list here now, and the very first thing we need is the V5. We haven't got it yet. We've only just bought the van. So we failed. Nah, it'll turn up in a few days, and that'll get done. So the first thing we got to do, it says photos of the outside of the vehicle showing both sides, the front and the rear, and the registration plates visible. So that's the first thing we're going to get on and do. So V is going to wander off now. You can see her taking a picture of the front. Then she's going to go around to the sides. And we'll come round as well. So we'll come round as well. And you can see this side. Quite a lovely decal there. In my view, the fact that you can see a toilet, you can see hookup, and you can see like a heater, it should be good enough. But we come round, you see we've got double glazed window units on it as well. There's a television aerial. You can see that we got vents. So as you come round, it's very obviously a camper van, and on this side there you can see the water, you can see the electric step, and you can see the awning. So you can see all the bits and pieces that it should have. But it all depends on whether they decide it does look like a camper van. I mean, what would you say now? Do you think it looks like a camper van? I think it does. Doesn't to me look like a works van or a panel van, does it really?
No, I think just the awning on one side really shows that it's a van, and the side steps. You wouldn't normally have one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then obviously the toilet locker the other side.
Yeah, I think so. Right, so the next thing we got to do is we got to go inside, seats and table, sleeping accommodation, cooking facilities, storage area, 2 or more windows, at least on one side of the body. Okay, so I'm going to set the camera up at the front. Is seats and table, and I'm showing you exactly what we're sending in, as well as some video footage. This is the front of the van, so I mean, you wouldn't have that in a panel van, would you? We got overhead locker above the cab, got lockers there. So I'm just going to come into the back. So this is the bed. Obviously it can be a lounge area as well, and you can see we've got lockers up there, and we've got the roof vent there as well. You've got the window on that side, and we got 2 windows on this side, because obviously we've got the sliding door window. So looking down this way, you can see obviously we've got the cooking, storage for the cooking, overhead locker, and then you can see we got a fridge. Now I think we'll open the fridge and take a picture of the fridge open. So the next thing we're going to do is go into the bathroom and take pictures of the bathroom. I'll show you after V has taken the pictures, because then obviously you want to have a look in as well, no doubt. So there's your bathroom. You've got your sink, toilet, and there is a shower. I can't remember how it works. I think this one here, yes, it does. That's your shower. So that comes up like that. So remember, we when we're looking around this, we actually swapped this for the Burstner, straight swap. I thought it was a good deal. So I'm now going to go inside and I'm going to open some windows. And that just means that they can see it's definitely proper windows on the van. And I'm going to go to the back a minute. You'll see me just coming through to the back. And I'm going to open that one a little bit. And I think I should open the back ones as well, so you can see that as well. And you can hear me struggling around in here, but I'll show you the windows all open in a minute. So I'm coming out. I'll just take you around and show you the windows, because obviously as I was opening them inside, this is blatantly obvious. It's a camper van, isn't it? Do we have to show the gas and things like that?
No.
Well,
That'll be in the photo, won't it?
yeah.
Mm.
So it doesn't state it, but we're going to take a picture so you can see the LPG sticker inside. And I'll just bring you around so you can see what we're looking at. I'm going to show you all the photographs we took as well, so you can see the van from a totally different perspective. I'm going to feel the lockers now and just show them a picture of them open.
Do you want to look through the photos, make sure
Okay.
we've got everything? You start at the beginning. So you need pictures of both sides of the vehicle,
Okay, so first one. Oh,
showing the whole sides, and the whole front and the whole back, including the number plate.
I can see the number plate. Oh, got a picture, white picture there.
That's why I dropped it.
Oh. Right, see that clearly, see the number plate clearly. Yep.
Seats and table.
Yep, I can see the seats and table.
Sleeping accommodation.
Yep.
cooking facilities,
Yep.
storage areas, which are further on, limited fridge and bathroom.
Yeah.
2 or more windows on at least one side of the main body, and the one in the sliding door counts as one of them.
Yep. So you can see that clearly there, and there. You can see it there.
Took them with them open.
Yeah.
More than enough. We probably don't need all of them. But, and then 2 more windows on at least one. That one, providing a reasonable amount of daylight into the living accommodation.
Yeah. Well.
Should we take pictures from the inside then?
Yeah, I think maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, just to be on the safe side. Provide.
Yeah, let's do that now. Then.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is just close all the doors and take pictures, proving that there's daylight coming in. So, I'm just going to move the camera. You are seeing exactly as we are doing it, and I mean, if this is successful, it's a definite blueprint to follow, and it will include everything we do. Paperwork, the written explanation, the lot.
A separate door which provides access to the living accommodation, which I did with the sliding door open.
Okay, so we've got sliding door picture, yeah.
Motor Caravan style graphics on both sides of the vehicle.
Now this is where I worry, because we've only put a little bit on, but it is campervan style graphics, isn't it? Mountains, and
it is.
It doesn't say it has to be massive. Take the full side of the van or anything like that. There's no
size. Size evidence. It's just got to have that type of sticker.
Yeah.
That mountainous sort of sticker is very typical.
Campervan, yeah, most definitely, yeah. So I even asked on a forum about people who've managed to get their vans past, what graphics they used, and the variation was so immense, it was unbelievable. And one lady actually had her van passed with no graphics. So, who knows?
Next one's the awning bar, which you can see in the side one, and I also took a close-up of the actual brand.
Yes, I see that as well, yeah.
A high top, I think.
High top. Well, you can see it's a high top because you can see the seam all around the van, so...
That's fine. You can, with the door open, you can see how high it is as well. That's it.
So we've taken loads and loads of photos, and we have to do a written...
It says, what did it say? You have to put on the... It says something not so much on the form, but when I was looking online, it said on the back of the photograph, you have to write what each one is.
Okay.
Doesn't actually say. There's another bit when you go onto DVLA website. This is the form that you download, and there's a whole load of instructions. So when we do that later, we'll make sure we read through all that as well.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I think on the back of each photograph, it's supposed to have, I think, your registration number or something. I can't quite remember what it said, but it was quite a lot of detail on each photograph.
Okay, so we'll be doing that next, and we'll take you along for the journey, and if we're successful and get it done, you'll be able to pretty much follow what we're doing and get yours done as well. I think some of it, I really do think some of it is because, let's face it, if you've got a small camper van and you're trying to get the same as a larger camper van, larger camper vans will have the obvious toilet hatch, which we said. They'll have the hookup. They'll have the the heater.
There's the high top as well. That's quite a big thing because it doesn't include a pop-up.
No.
It's got to be a high top van, so it's something that you can stand in, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
Without
the
pop-up.
Yeah.
So I think that excludes a lot of T4s, T5s.
Yeah, unless you've got a high top.
A fixed high top.
Yeah. So it's interesting. And I think it penalises a lot of people, really, because a lot of these, we see T4s, T5s that are done up absolutely amazing, and they're like home from home. We got a friend who's got a little T4, and when he's set up camping, it looks, and you know who you are, I'm talking about you. I'm not going to mention your name, but you know who I'm talking about. And it's like going into a home from home when he's set up. It's absolutely amazing. To the point where he's got a little hoover, he comes out and cleans. Yeah, you definitely know who you are now. And he comes out and hoovers up, when it's getting all messy. So people get penalised for certain little things. when they are genuine camper vans. But we'll see. Let's move on to the next stage. But I'll tell you what, I feel quite comfortable sat in here, I guess. We haven't camped in it yet, but I think I'm going to enjoy this van. Got a few little bits of upgrades we're going to do as well, but we'll do that in another video. We'll talk about that in another video. This could be it. Here it is. I think this is the day. Let's see if we've actually got Motor Caravan status. Right, so here we go. I'm going to open it up and you're going to see my reaction. Will I be happy or will I be miserable? So here's the new document. Body type, Motor Caravan. Yes, we got it. Fantastic. That is it. So there you are. And we only had a little bit of graphics, didn't we? And I was really worried. We done it. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Really, really, really chuffed. Well, there we are. So your turn now. Go and do it. It's not that hard. You saw what we did. Right, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Chuffed to bits!